What's up everybody? I hope you're all doing really well. It's the middle of the week and I figured it was time to flog this dead horse of fake shredding one last time before this meme well and truly dies. But let's do it the other way around. I'm going to take a guitar solo, I'm going to learn it sped up, I'm going to record it sped up, then I'm going to slow everything down and sync it up, and we're going to hear what it sounds like to fake it the other way around. The solo that I'm going to use is the guitar solo from the latest Ragdoll single, Rust. It sounds something like this at the tempo it was recorded at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the speed of that by 20% and I'm going to play the guitar solo. All I did was use the stock like time stretch plugin in Pro Tools, and it kind of sounds silly hearing the backing track sped up by 20%. This is what it sounds like with the sped up backing track and the guitar solo played 20% faster. The next thing is I'm going to take the DI that I cut with that and I am going to time stretch it out back to the original tempo. Then I am going to reamp that time stretch DI. If you've seen some of the other videos around fake guitar playing, specifically Tom Fountainhead's video where he talks about, if you just take a guitar track and speed it up, it kind of sounds chipmunky, but if you take the DI and you reamp it, it sounds a little bit more believable. I'm going to use that approach, so I'm going to take the DI, stretch it back out to the original tempo and reamp that and chuck it into the backing track, and it sounds like this. So it sounds pretty terrible. You can hear how much I am rushing at that tempo. A lot of those licks are way too far ahead of the beat when you stretch them out like that. So there is kind of a utility in this method, because while I was editing this slowed down video and while I was listening, I was like, that's really interesting that as I get pushed past that sort of comfort zone with my playing, specifically those quicker licks in there, you can hear that like my technique is going out the window a little bit. So I actually found it really interesting watching this, because I noticed certain things about my playing and my technical approach that I can definitely improve. So this was kind of fun, even though it sounds like garbage. There is some utility in that, and there's kind of the old saying, and I definitely subscribe to this, that if you want to be able to play something live, you probably have to be able to play it 10, 15, 20% faster in your bedroom. Like, I've got aircon on here, everything's nice, I've got a pot of coffee going. I'm in my happy place right now. When I'm playing live, it's the opposite of the happy place. You've got a bunch of guitar players up the back like this. You've got a bunch of drunk guys at the front like, play a song that I know. And, it's hot. You can't really hear stuff. It's the opposite of the happy place. It's super fun. I absolutely love playing live, but it is a lot harder to play this stuff live. So in my practice routine, I think I'm going to add in playing this solo at that 20% sped up sort of rate. However, what looks kind of cool, and I probably should have shot this at a higher frame rate, is if you take the original solo that I did at the tempo and you overdub it with this like slowed down thing. This could be a cool thing for video production, maybe if you had a slightly higher frame rate going on. But at the moment it kind of looks like YouTube videos circa 2011. It looks and sounds like this. So there you go, that was a fun little experiment to do on my end. I hope you guys really enjoyed the results, and I definitely got something out of this where I didn't really get anything out of speeding stuff up. It's just like, oh, if you speed stuff up, kind of sounds like a chipmunk and it doesn't really look real. I can see that there is a utility in like writing stuff that you can't really play and then learning it at a sped up tempo just because, like for the challenge and sometimes to push yourself. That's really cool. But doing it the other way around, I probably learnt more because I noticed from the footage and from listening to stuff a bunch of things about the technical approach of my playing as well as the musical approach, like where I'm sitting with the groove and things like that, that I can definitely work on in my practice routine. If you do want to go and actually hear this solo in the context of a song, the single Rust by Ragdoll, that's my band, Ragdoll, shameless plug. You can go and listen to Rust on all the major streaming platforms. It is uploaded to my YouTube channel as well, or you can buy it from all the major digital outlets, including Bandcamp. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Have a great evening or morning wherever you are in the world. I'll see you next time.